Hey,
Hey.
what's up, guys? Welcome to the return. We're at the Big Play Studios, right on the beautiful Burke Lakefront Airport.
Right in front
I'm
of
Josh Cribbs.
And I'm Maria Cribbs, and welcome to another wonderful day. Josh, it's a little, the lake look a little icy. It's
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It snowed.
Uh-oh. It's here.
Lake effect. The lake effect is in full effect.
Yeah.
It's eerie out here.
It really is.
I have eerie feelings about the Browns.
Oh.
I'm gonna say the word eerie.
Eerie. A lot. Okay.
Yeah. Pun intended.
Let me just say that to everyone watching, we thank you so much for joining in. Whether you're watching us on, TV or also on our YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, keep the algorithm pumped up. But let me just say this to our viewers down in Columbus.
Oh.
Y'all got some nerve. Because y'all think anytime we get a little bit of flurries down there in Columbus, that it has to be about 2 to 3 inches up here. It was snowing in Columbus, I think, Saturday morning. Okay. It hadn't snowed our way yet, Josh. So I was like, don't be putting that on Cleveland. We ain't going to get no snow.
Yeah, but we
And
did.
then lo and behold, here we go.
It was in the forecast, though.
Yeah, it was.
And Clevelanders, you should be ready for the tundra.
Oh, yeah, we stay ready.
It's that time of year. We're ready for the tundra. Well, I'm not ready for the tundra. It's not like I welcome it.
You like the snow. That's the reason you went to Kent State. You said, I love it. The snow. It looks so beautiful out here. I'm like, are you serious?
Who says that?
You came to Kent State for the snow?
Stop.
Not the football, not the coaches?
Pump your brakes.
Probably came for the girls now that I think about it.
That was one reason. The girl to male, the female to male ratio
was on point.
That was the
It was like
factor.
1 to 6 out there, right?
They sealed my fate with that. The cherry on top.
But how you doing today, babe?
I'm doing good.
All right.
I'm doing really
You sure?
good. When I heard that it was snowing, I fired up my snowblower.
Oh.
I got video of it. I hopped up and out and handled business like a man should.
Ladies,
right?
you better get you a Josh in your house, honey,
Yeah,
because I ain't touching no snow,
Yeah,
okay?
but roll that video if you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, look, and I sped it up because
but he going pretty fast, Josh.
yeah, I went ahead and got it handled. I wasn't out there messing around.
Okay.
I checked the gas, and since it was the first time of the year,
Uh-huh.
I had to put a little bit of oil in that thing.
It takes oil and gas?
Yes, it does, but it's a new season.
So that's why when you out there, the garage be smelling all fumy.
Well, I started it up. That first startup is always smoky.
Getting the dust out, okay.
Yeah, it started up kind of rough, and then
I'm
it gets
proud
going.
of you.
What do you mean proud?
Because you got
That's
it
my
going.
job.
And it was on, okay, let's keep it real, Josh. It was like, there wasn't even no inches out there. We lived down,
It
we
was
lived.
inches. It was snow. It don't look like that because the snow trucks was out.
Oh, okay.
And I shoveled the snow, but go out there and put your finger in the dirt in the
But
snow.
I'm proud of you, baby. But what you need to do is have a moment of transparency because Josh is not telling y'all that's about our 3rd or 4th snowblower right there.
Why you gotta put my
He broke
business
the other
out?
ones.
Why you gotta put my?
He was putting oil where the gas belonged, gas where the oil belonged.
We're not gonna put me under
Messing
the
up
bus.
I didn't even know a snowblower had a transmission. Messing with the
wanna
motor.
Get right into dogs are barking. Let's get into dogs are barking.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. We are the return.
Let's go.
Downtown Cleveland.
Hey.
Dogs are barking. We're going to hop into Browns football. And for that reason, I've solicited the help of true dogs, a true Browns fan, Mr. Charles Bevel, a.k.a. the Brown Spider.
What's up, man? How you doing?
He's joining us from Monrovia.
Where's Monrovia? Where's that?
It's a different time in Monrovia, as you can see. Charles, how you doing, baby?
I'm good. How you guys?
We're great.
We great. Well, Josh wasn't so
I
great
had better days
on Sunday and Monday, and I'm just telling you, the Browns, they out here messing up happy marriages. Because I tried to get some action, I tried to get some hugs and kisses. He was like, "Hey, can you get off of me? I'm not feeling too good. The Browns lost today."
Hey,
and I'm like, "You gonna turn down this, Charles? You gonna turn down all this almondy right here?"
Hey, you ain't gotta tell my business like that.
So, but Charles, how are you doing? How are you doing mentally, spiritually, emotionally when it comes to the Browns?
Well, hey, we 7-4. So with all the drama we've had at the quarterback position and the injuries and Chubb going down, I'll take it. I gotta stay positive on that note.
See, I like his positivity. Talk a little bit about your road tripping. You go to a lot of the Browns games. You're in the Muni Lots at home games. You're in the tailgate parties, the Browns tailgate parties. Talk a little bit about that experience, being on the road, meeting new Browns fans, seeing the same guys. Is it like a party every time?
How is that?
Yeah, talk about that.
Oh man, pretty much a party every time. I tailgate with the Nats tailgaters and Western Summit with Top Dog tailgate. Usually I'll swing through the Muni lot every now and then. I really started traveling 2018, and actually my first tailgate, I want to say, was 2019 at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. We played the Jets, and that's when I first met the guys from Nats, the Greater North American Tailgate Society, I think is what it stands for.
They got a
They used to
society.
be in front of Burton Lakefront.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's where we
That's
at.
That's where we at right
tailgaters.
here.
Yeah, Nats tailgaters. They down in the pit now.
Oh, okay.
And then Western and Summit and all those guys, Eric from Western and Summit, Steve and the crew from the Nats. And then, like I said, I'll swing through the Muni lot every now and then, see, cause since I know so many people.
Look at him showing his
met
crew.
so many people.
He's
over
showing
the
his crew
last
some love.
4 or 5 years, you know.
Charles, what made
Yeah,
you
so I
start?
got
You've been
some
going
out
5 years strong since 2018. What made you start saying, you know what, I'm not going to be sitting at home on the couch watching my dogs. I'm going to start traveling with them. What ignited that in
It's
you?
hard for me, Charles. I can't sit around people because I'm too emotional. When I'm watching the game, I curse. Lord forgive me. I almost want to take the TV off the wall. I cut it off a few times, walk away, woosah. Like Maria said, what made you wanted to start moving about like you do?
Yeah.
Well, I've been a Browns fan. I'm 56 years old. I've been a Browns fan since the Cardiac Kids. 79, I think, was my first game. But then I grew up, life stuff, raising kids, everything. 2016, my youngest graduated high school. My oldest graduated college. And tickets were like $6. So I started
Let me jump on this, man. Let me jump on this right here.
I've been going. And then 2017, I went on a cruise. And I said, wow, I want to keep traveling. That was my first really traveling experience.
Uh-huh.
And so then I said, well, I don't know where to go. So I said, well, I'll follow the Browns away schedule. And that'll at least get me to different cities around the country. And that's kind of
how it started from there. I live in now. Hold on, we got to follow up. When you said you're in Monrovia, where is that at?
So that's on the west coast of Africa in the country of Liberia.
We talking to you from Africa right now?
Capital city.
He's in Africa right now?
Yeah, he's in Africa.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you what
Look, he's in Africa, and I'm gonna grill you.
That is so cool.
And we're gonna get back to that.
Are you gonna make the game this week
Maria, hold
in
on.
LA?
No, I'm going to be traveling on that day. I'll be flying back home, leaving here Sunday. I'll get back Monday.
Okay,
Charles,
cool.
I'm gonna grill you a little bit on the game. I'm gonna get back to the travels because I follow you, and I keep good. Even on Twitter, you are Brown Spider Adventures. If in case anybody want to know, follow my man Brown Spider Adventures. You can see his travels, everything.
You can see his cool sunglasses
hold
too.
on, baby. You get into it with fans at times when they be talking stuff. You don't shy away from it. Cause I was looking at one of the tweets somebody sent, and you was like, "Read it again." I said what I said. Now, like when do you feel the need to have to go back and forth with people, challenging comments and stuff like that? Cause when it comes to the dogs, it gets really emotional.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Well, the dog pound can get divided sometimes, especially when we losing. And, I told you I got a cussing demon. Sometimes I get out of pocket. But, it's all love.
Right.
Unless somebody just constantly trolling.
Right.
Now, I don't too much mind Steelers fans when they trolling because they Steelers fans.
Right,
but,
we expect that.
If it's Browns fans, but if it's Browns fans and they constantly, I can't take it, bro. I gotta let them have it.
How do you feel about this game? You mentioned a little bit. We're still 7-4.
I don't think I could be a I don't think I could be a corporate sponsor because
because you're a
I be
cussing
too out of
demon.
pocket sometimes.
I
got
get
a cussing
that.
demon.
They ain't nothing but little emotions, and
Yeah.
the corporate big wigs, they be at home cursing too. It's all good.
Charles,
I like that.
why I got you
Yeah.
since you all the way in Africa. Talk about the Browns game a little bit, and you spoke about how we're 7-4. That's the brighter side. Well, how did you feel throughout the course of the game? DTR's play.
Yeah.
The play calling, because Stefanski is under fire again. It seems like every other week he's back under fire.
They calling for his job again.
And also the defense. Talk about the game and how it unraveled and your feelings towards it.
Uh-oh.
Seems like we had some technical
We lost some.
difficulties.
Don't worry, we can patch him back in.
From Africa.
You know what I want to ask Charles? I want to ask him where he got his name from, and then also his outfit. Now, do you have a photo you can show the viewers about his?
I'm gonna text Charles and try to make so he'll know to get back on in here.
Josh, if y'all are on Twitter or X, whatever we're calling it right now, make sure you check him out at the Spider. What's it called? The Brown Spider Adventures. Is that him coming back? Because he has this uniform that he wears.
Right.
Charles, yeah, we got you. We back with you. He has these glasses like
Right.
Spider-Man.
And that's like he's a superhero.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back.
We can hear you. What do you think about that question Josh asked you about the game this past Sunday?
Yeah, talk about it.
Yeah.
Look, he in Africa, Josh.
Yeah, we gonna have to.
I want to ask him what he thought about the acquisition of Joe Flacco. I want to ask him. It's just.
Yeah, it's a lot we want to talk to him. We gonna keep it going though. We got another fan coming up soon.
All right, let's go to commercial break and see if we can break him back. And then if not, we still got more dogs are barking. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay.
Yes.
He out in Africa, baby.
Yes, and go ahead and look on his Twitter if you haven't. Brown Spider Adventures, and you'll see our dogs, the fans, the fandom is real. I wanted to talk to Charles about the Browns game and how he felt about DTR's play before he got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk about Coach Kevin Stefanski's play calling, because that is always in question.
Right.
I believe so too. He gets a bad rep, and it'll be off of a few plays. And yes, I felt we should have ran more against a 32 ranked defense.
Right.
That's ranked 32 in the run.
Right.
However, we didn't do that. But I felt DTR was throwing the ball effectively here and there. There were still some drops by veteran receivers.
Yeah.
And when we get our next guest on, he had a huge rant, about the drops.
Yeah.
And about the veteran receivers should having to come back and show up for this team. So
right. I think Charles is back with us, babe.
Charles is back
there
with
he
us.
is.
Charles, you all the way out there in Africa, man. How you? Is it going good? You in a good area?
So anyway, I was saying, help the boy out, run the ball. Too much. Granted, he was pretty good throwing the ball. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You said he needed to run the ball.
Yeah.
And throwing the ball, he was pretty good.
He was pretty good throwing the ball, but still, you got to help him out by running. I think what's the kid's name? Ford had like 63 yards on 9 carries. You got to keep feeding him. You got to keep running the ball, man.
Yeah, that was a huge.
That's my complaint.
Yeah, that was a huge throughout the course of the game. And I keep up with a few Browns fans, and to get the heartbeat of what the fans are thinking and saying during the game. And there were a lot of memes. I saw your meme, that old Rocky meme that you posted. Run the dang ball. And they didn't say dang, but basically run the ball.
Right.
And everyone was saying that and screaming it from the rooftop. However, do you feel like because he didn't do that, that denotes everything, that changes his coaching ability, that screams for him to be fired, or talk about Stefanski in that regards?
We lost him again.
We keep losing him.
You know what? We gonna have to have him back on the show when
he gets
he's
into the States,
or with a more stable
Ryan,
connection.
we got Sir Yacht on the line.
Sir Yacht's in the
we got
building.
Sir Yacht. Now you
is in the
showed me
building.
his rant. Come on.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to bring in Sir Yacht.
We got another guest while Charles was figuring out his Wi-Fi situation. I think Sir Yacht ready to roll. I see him. He look pretty good.
And again, Sir Yacht, he had an opportunity, a huge opportunity. He threw out the first pitch for the Guardians game.
I saw that, by the way.
Yes, and if you need to follow him on IG as well. He jumps for wins. He jumps in the Lake Erie.
Uh-huh.
He does crazy things that I can never do at games.
Uh-huh.
You know, so welcome.
No, hold on. Don't welcome him yet. He lost his signal, too.
Oh, he lost his signal.
But I do want you to go into, it just sucks. You know what, when it comes to Coach Stefanski, you get your opportunity to be the head coach of a team. Right. You got your $100 million, no, how much was it, Deshaun Watson? $200 million quarterback. Yeah. You expect to have such great success, and then your QB goes down.
Yeah,
so it kind of sucks. I feel bad,
That's what we all need to have in our minds when we rate the Browns, when we rate this team, when we're talking about Coach Stefanski.
Yeah.
How well he's doing
despite all the...
Despite the injuries.
Yeah.
We caught the injury bug, man.
Yeah, we did.
And it's crazy, man. But again, welcome to the show. None other than Joey Kinsley, a.k.a. Sir Yacht.
Sir Yacht, what's up, baby? Welcome. Uh-oh, unmute yourself, baby. Hold on, you on mute. Hey, he fired up. He ready to go.
Yeah, he looked like he was looking on the Instagram video. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear us now? Oh, we can't hear you.
He can hear us, but we can't hear you.
Yep.
That's what it is. Try to see if you can unmute. It may be.
It's okay. We'll figure it out. Josh, you know what? When you showed me Sir Yacht's video, he did the first pitch. Then he also did where he got so mad he jumped into the lake or something like that.
Nah, he wasn't mad.
Oh, he was happy?
That was
a win.
Win against the Ravens.
Okay, that was a win against the Ravens.
And the questions I'm going to ask him is, because a lot of times our fans collectively feel the same.
Yeah.
And it's in regards to Coach Stefanski, the play calling, and, just this game in general, what we're going to do with DTR and Joe Flacco. So I'm interested to understand and see what our fans feel about this and who they think we should start. So we're going to keep trying to get Sir Yacht in. Ryan, do we have Sir Yacht available? Because, Maria, this is what's going on with this team. We have the LA Rams to
coming
play
up
next.
Yeah. And you told me they stayed out there?
Yeah, they stayed out there for 2 weeks.
So what's that about? Is that a new thing? Because you would go to LA to play. You would go play San Fran, or you go play the Chargers, and y'all come right back home.
I'll learn they bringing us right back. Nah, they ain't staying in the hotel.
But okay, as a player, as a former player, would you have rather? Because after games,
stayed out there.
It's being in the football game is like they say it's like being in a car crash, right? So your body, you're aching, you're hurting. I would rather heal back in my own bed opposed to.
They didn't have to hop on a 6-7 hour flight, 5-hour flight from LA, from Denver or whatever.
But to stay out there away from family,
that
your
altitude
kids
can inflame wounds. You can become inflamed going to a high altitude back in the airplane. But that's the work that needed to be done. They're going to be on a different time zone as well. Let's go ahead and stay out there.
But y'all used to go there a day before. That wasn't enough?
We definitely did.
Y'all would leave 2 days ahead of time.
Done. I don't want to make it seem like it can't be done.
No, I'm just asking you personally, would you have wanted to stay out there?
Yes.
But you got me and the kids at home.
Come out there. You would have came out there.
I got kids at school, but kids are in school. They in kindergarten. I can't just say
2 days at that point.
They ain't gonna be sending me those letters talking about your kids ain't going to school.
Look, man.
We're gonna try to get our guests. We're gonna try to get Sir Yacht and maybe even Charles back on the line. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, try it once again, baby. Let's welcome Sir Yacht to the return.
He just said Charles.
We doing Charles now? Charles is back from Africa. Charles, let's go. Charles back. Oh, he in a room somewhere. What's up, Charles?
Hey.
This show is crazy.
Finally made it.
Okay, what do you think? I'm going to get back to what Josh asked you. What do you think about the criticism that Coach Stefanski is up against right now? Even though, like you said, we're 7-4 right now.
He's not above criticism. that dipsy do double reverse play was uncalled for
What's with
at the
that?
time.
I like Stefanski, Charles, and I don't mean to cut you off, but the reverses aren't. See, I feel plays like that have to be practiced continuously and with no flaws. And in practice, if there are any flaws whatsoever, that play gets scrapped.
Yep.
So that reverse, I'm sorry to cut you off. I had to just put a little oomph on that because I feel the same way.
Maybe he was
Go
going
ahead.
well in practice and he just didn't line up on the game.
Right, continue, my bad.
Well, the game was still within reach. We were, 5 points down? It was 12-17. We had plenty of time. Stay conservative. You got P.J. Walker in there. It was just the wrong thing at the wrong time.
So-
Keep running the ball. The run game is working.
How do you feel?
So I don't know.
How do you feel about, DTR going down and then Joe Flacco coming back? Now, if DTR clears concussion protocol, would you and they say Flacco was, and coach says Flacco was ready. Who would you rather have for the remainder of this year? Seeing DTR, we know he's progressing. Who would you rather have as a fan? Who would you rather see out there, DTR or Flacco?
Oh, man, I'd rather see the future, man. DTR. We kind of know what Flacco is. He wasn't even on the roster. He's got the experience. He could probably still throw the ball. He's not going to be running around like the other quarterbacks we got. He don't got the legs. So, I'm saying go with DTR for real.
And that was one of my criticisms to getting Joe Flacco was the lack of mobility. I think in the AFC North and what we bring as a team, a quarterback has to be mobile. Our quarterback has to have some semblance of being mobile. Yeah. We're down linemen. We have rookies on the offensive line.
Right.
I mean, the injury bug has caught us. We have a running back by committee. Our quarterback needs to help in that run game, and I don't think Flacco can do that.
No, and really you're going to have to change the offense some. You bring Flacco in, you're going to have to change things around. There's some plays you're going to have to throw out. They have several quarterback runs and things that Flacco is that's not his forte, He did his thing when he was playing. He got the Super Bowl with the Ravens, but that's not his game. Just like when the Ravens drafted Lamar Jackson,
right?
They totally changed the offense.
Yeah,
they built it around him. Correct. Yep.
Charles, who would you have rather the Browns had acquired if not? Because they would have had to pick up somebody just in case. If
was
not
anybody on the street
besides Joey Flacco, who would you like? I would have hoped we would have picked this guy up or Cap someone.
Oh man, there's nobody that comes off the top of my head. There's some old soldiers. People were talking about Cam Newton and stuff.
Yeah.
Right,
but Cam been sitting around too long.
Matt Ryan was out there. Colt McCoy.
Oh, that's true.
And you heard the reports. I'm sure everybody heard the reports of who was the commentator RG3 advocating. Right. He said,
Yeah. Wasn't he already here?
Yeah, he was here.
I was about to say he already had his turn. Yeah.
He said he had his turn.
Ain't no doubling back. Now we ain't gonna circle the block on that one. No.
Colt McCoy was.
Oh yeah, he was. But I know his wife, so I'm like, bring her back. We can have cocktails or something. No, but
I was looking for this picture. I could not find this picture, but I know it exists. It's a picture of RG3 and Josh McCown. They're both standing on the sideline. Both of them got arm slings on. Taking too many hits.
Wow.
See, that's the story of the Browns. That's how it goes down for us.
Thing. That's why we need a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
Like that, you can't stand in the pocket too much.
Yeah.
And that's one of my biggest problems. So,
like, what do you think this is? The AFC
we
East?
lost to Flacco last year.
The AFC. Remember Tom Brady talking about the AFC East and how it's not competitive? Yeah. And Alex Smith.
Real quick, we lost to Flacco when he was with the Jets last year. And I know it was a fluke. It was a fluke if I ever seen a fluke in my life. But he does have that victory over us last year, which kind of haunts me still.
Yeah, that was a meltdown on our part. The last time somebody lost a game when they were up 2 touchdowns with less than 2 minutes left, it was also the Browns. I want to say it was 2006, 7. Might have even been in the 90s. I know it was against the Bears.
You're digging into the archives.
Up 2 touchdowns. So, Yeah, I dug into the archives.
Yeah.
Charles,
Yeah.
we gotta have you because we got another guest waiting to come on live on the show. Can we have you back on the show? And can I request that you put your get up on, because I love the spider glasses. I love the whole fit that you wear when you go out tailgating and things
Yes.
like that. So when you come back, you gonna put the suit on for me?
We can do that, no problem. Yeah.
Any
I
words?
brought my goggles here.
You did?
And some Browns gear.
You got them with you?
Yeah, they're up in my hotel room.
Oh, see, I gotta see them
brought
goggles
just
one
the
day.
goggles.
Yeah.
I'll show you,
I did bring
Marie.
some Browns gear, but I didn't bring my whole outfit, which my outfit has kind of evolved. I got a few different things, and so I have options on Sunday mornings. But
All right, now how you think it's gonna go down this week against the Rams?
man, I think that Stefanski is really good on bounce back games.
That's
Tony
good.
Grossi had asked him one time about he very seldom loses 2 in a row, like almost never. And he had pulled up the record the last time he lost 2 in a row. So I think he's going to bounce back. I'm not impressed by the Rams, and I think this team is very cohesive. They pull together. They don't like to lose. They don't start barking at each other. They pull together. So I think they're going to get it together and go ahead and get this W against the Rams.
Get this
That
W
was
against
good.
the Rams. Charles,
Man, Charles, thank you so
for joining us.
AKA the Brown Spider.
Make sure y'all find
We're
him
gonna have
on
him back.
X. Follow him, and if you're a Dog Pound watcher and lover, he got your
Yes.
back on that. Have safe travels back to the States, Charles. All right, look, we got another guest, Sir Yacht, coming up right after this break. Don't you go anywhere. We're talking more Browns, of course. Okay, now, Josh, you got the guests lined up today.
Yes. I'm trying to hear from them dogs, baby.
I know. Let's bring back in Sir Yacht. Hopefully, we got the audio situation
Joey
all
Kinsley.
fixed up. What's up, Joey?
All right, can you guys hear me now?
We can
We
hear you,
hear you,
baby.
Joey.
Let's go.
All
How are you?
Holy cow! I'm really good now that my audio is working. I've never had that happen before on my computer. It's the third time I've tried to get in. So thank you for being patient with me and not hating me.
Oh no, hold on, Joey. Now
Appreciate
look,
it.
Mama Bear gonna come out now. We can't have no. I be seeing your post. Now you got to keep it clean on here. We on TV, okay?
Yes, this is going to be on TV.
We can't bleep you out, man.
I can keep it clean. I promise you.
Okay.
When I'm after a Browns game, 2 minutes after a Browns game, I can't promise that. But right now, with a clean, collected head, I can do that.
Me
Okay.
neither.
Thank you, Joey.
Now look, this is why I don't like going to watch parties. This is why I don't like watching it around people, because I get too emotional. I was telling our previous guy, I get so emotional and wound up. It's rough for me right after Brown. I have to decompress. Even on Monday after losses, like you basically can't find me on social, because I'm like, I don't want to see no football. I don't want to see it on TV. I don't want to hear about it or anything. Talk about the game. I saw your post. I saw it. That's one main reason I was going to wait to get you on the show.
Uh-huh.
But you were saying all the things that I want to say. You were like in my head. I was basically about to repost you and say what he said. Listen to him. This is how I feel.
This is how I feel right now.
Talk about the game a little bit.
Yeah, minus all the F-bombs and stuff like that. Well, Josh, I know you're a Golden Flash. I'm a Buckeyes fan, so obviously the day before Ohio State loses to Michigan, so a lot of Browns fans are Buckeyes fans as well. The emotions are high, but okay, the Browns are playing the Broncos. They're 4 games they've won on the road, but Browns are also 7-3. They've won 5 of 6, so we feel pretty good going into the game. And then, like you said earlier, it just seems that they caught the injury bug and just misfortune after misfortune. There were like 5 drops. I mean, it was just so uncharacteristic of this 2023 Browns team. But at this point, it's just like, what do you expect as a Browns fan? It just kind of just living it since 1999. You were there for 7 or 8 seasons. You understand it. I'm also interested to hear from your perspective on the fan side of it now that you're not in a Browns uniform. But it just always seems to happen, doesn't it? Something just happens. 7-3. We're of course 7-4 right now, and we're the only team in the entire NFL that isn't in second place. We're just, the AFC North is so good. I guess we're lucky the Bengals caught the injury bug as well. But
see, that's
there's
something
still hope.
you just said. You just said it. The whole NFL.
Mm-hmm.
7-4, that's second place.
Yeah, second place.
That's right there.
Yeah.
In the entire
Tough
NFL.
division. clinch the division in the NFC South if by this point. Like, honestly, like, it's so bad.
And we're in the toughest division in football right now, where if the Bengals didn't have the injury bug, they would be right up there. We would have four teams in playoff contention.
Right.
And that's true all throughout my career. We were 10-6 one year, and we missed the playoffs at 10-6 because the Browns. We were 10-6. Steelers were 12-4.
Yeah.
And the Ravens were 11-5.
Yeah, we were waiting for them to lose.
And the Steelers played in the Super Bowl against the Arizona Cardinals, and they were, I want to say 9-7 or 8-8 or something something crazy because their division. I remember that. We
were waiting on somebody to lose. Was it
right?
Baltimore? Was somebody?
We were waiting for the Bengals to lose.
The Bengals,
to Tennessee.
Yeah.
And everybody was rooting for them.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the quarterback situation, because we got the injury bug, would you prefer, and I asked our previous guest this, would you prefer a healthy DTR or a healthy Flacco who's ready to play ball?
Yeah, first off, the previous guest, Brown Spider, that's the first time I've ever seen him not in a costume. I didn't even recognize him.
I'm like, where's his costume at?
Right.
He acted like a civilized human being. Me as well right now. I'm sure a lot of people are shocked. No, he's a great guy.
Why is Sir not talking so properly right now? Professional.
Yeah, all proper and stuff. I can for a little bit. If you ask me for a little bit,
I do the same thing. You should hear me at home.
I'll go back to being crazy after this. Yeah. I would agree with him. I would roll with DTR. Barring he has a concussion or anything like that, and he can't play obviously. But we've seen what we have with Joe Flacco in the NFL. I mean, obviously. He had a great moment against the Browns last year when he was on the Jets, but he's 38 years old. I like rolling with the young guy. And before he got injured, DTR put together a fantastic second half, was making amazing throws. And it seemed like everything was going the Browns' way, that they were going to come back and win the game. And of course, he puts himself kind of in an unfortunate situation, rolling around and then gets absolutely drilled. So hopefully him. I like him a lot. He just seems so poised and so confident for a rookie. It's so fun to see. And no offense to Joe Flacco, but he's a Raven, so
I get that. Right. I feel the same.
What are you doing over here anyway?
I feel the same way, but I do think DTR, the more he plays, you see the confidence and poise is starting to become him.
Is that emotion good as a QB? I know, when we were at Kent State, you were a quarterback, and I know you have to be able to, when something bad happens, let it go. When I see him have those meltdowns, I'm like, come on, get it together.
Right.
Why are you being so emotional?
But I think that's his because he's so young.
Okay.
He's inexperienced in.
He about to have a tantrum.
You see how Joey Sir Yacht said he's poised in the pocket. He's poised when he has to be.
Okay.
On the sideline when he's seeing something, yes, he's emotional because he's passionate about the game.
It wasn't just on the sideline. He was on the field being emotional. I'm like, he grabbing his hair.
We can chalk that up to being young.
Okay, all right. Like a little Tasmanian devil out there. Wait a minute, yeah.
But, once he becomes a savvy vet.
Right. He'll shake all that off.
He would have seen more things.
Yeah.
And things wouldn't surprise him. And he'd have just been like, oh, okay, that happens.
Right.
And though that happens, and he's a rookie.
Right.
He's a youngin'. So I agree. I do want to see our future. Brown Spider said it as well. He wants to see the young guy, the future of the team, and he wasn't doing so good.
Right.
And he wants him to do well. How do you feel about Coach Stefanski? Every time there's, one play call or two play calls that people don't agree with, I understand we probably should have ran the ball more against the 32nd ranked defense, rushing defense. But how do you feel about fans calling for Coach Stefanski to give up play calling? Do you feel the same way, or are you against it?
So I have to preface, I've been calling for Ryan Day to be fired because he cannot beat Michigan, and they only have one loss this season. So they are two different sports, though. College football and the NFL are totally two different beasts. Having said that, I couldn't be more of a defender of Kevin Stefanski, and I think you are 1,000% right. It's almost like people are looking for him to be fired. It's like they almost don't want the Browns to win. I mean, the fact of the matter is Deshaun went down, and it's very, very tough for a team to continue to be successful after their stud QB1 goes down, especially after he was performing very well. He started playing very well. Then you have PJ Walker, who they just picked off the practice squad. Then you have a rookie who, by the way, his first two games in the NFL, welcome to the NFL moment, the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. He doesn't play well in the first one. He wins the second game, puts together a great drive at the end of the game. It's hard to win when you have 3 quarterbacks shuffling out and all these injuries. Nick Chubb, now Amari Cooper, now potentially Myles Garrett. Hopefully he's okay for Sunday. And the fact of the matter is they're 7-4 while playing in the toughest division in the AFC North. To call for him to be fired is absolutely crazy. So what do you want to do? You want to do the same thing that we've been doing since 1999? No stability. We're just going to keep firing people, a coaching carousel, if you will. I don't understand it, but I think people are just used to wait, what do you want? What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? They're 7-4 in this situation. I don't understand it.
Right. I completely agree. A lot of times people say I advocate for the team, but I try to be real as it relates to the real issues and the problems that the Browns either face or they don't. Yes, they're not going to have the best play call all the time.
Right.
Yes, they're going to have issues throughout the game. All coaches do. However, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Who else do you want to come in here with a battered and bruised, injured team and still be 7-4 in playoff contention? With that, Joey, can you stick around, Sir Yacht, for a little bit?
I got some serious questions I want to ask you. Can you stick around for a moment?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we got a commercial break. Don't you guys go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, now, Sir Yacht, it's my turn, and I just want to. These are thoughts of Maria Cribbs, not necessarily big play. You know how they do the little disclaimer.
Okay, yeah.
So how long you been a Browns fan?
Since I was born. I mean, I don't know. Since I just turned 30.
Okay.
So I just.
So you look young.
Okay. So when they came back, in '99, but I was, or '95. No, they came back in '99, but I was, a Browns fan before. We were hoping that we get them back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and I hope
feel
this
like
question.
you're about to be.
No. Because are you in a relationship or anything like that? You dated in your life before, right? I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't know how, but miracles happen. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Because Sir Yacht, you got to be with a name like that. You got suitor somewhere. Okay. So look.
I don't know.
The Browns have been so mentally draining on me. Mm-hmm. And let me just tell you, I don't know if you heard us earlier in the show. Sunday, I was trying to get some hugs and kisses for my husband, right? And he was like, hey, you mind getting off of me right now? I'm a little irritated. The Browns lost. And I'm like, oh, heck no. We doing this, Josh? So my thing is,
it took away my drive.
Took away his girth, his stamina.
If you know what I mean.
You better go get some Viagra. No?
Stop.
I'm playing. I was just trying to get a hug, and he wanted me to get away from him.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you've dated people before me. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't tolerate that, a woman making you feel that way. Say she not cooking, she not cleaning, she not giving you your action that you want. She making you feel mentally. She toxic. You would throw her. You would kick her to the curb, right?
No.
So what I'm saying, as Browns fans, is there ever a moment where you try to think about switching teams? Are you feeling this way every Sunday? Are you?
That's a fan.
No, it's a sickness. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. And I try to do a job the reason people watch my videos of me just screaming into my iPhone, spitting into the camera, and people are like, is that how you are all the time? No, I would say I'm mostly like this all the time. Now, when the Browns lose and you are invested emotionally, and it's not just today, it's not just this season. It's instilled in your DNA since you're born. You don't have a choice. I can't switch teams. I'd love to win a Super Bowl sometime soon, but that's. You got to earn that as a Browns fan. But I yell into my camera, and then it's very therapeutic for me. I feel okay after. Now Sunday was a little bit different because I agree with Josh. I agree with you. That was just draining the other day. It was just there was something about it. It just everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and I was very drained. And instead of yelling at anybody, I just went on a long walk, and I was like, I'll talk to people tomorrow.
That's what I'm gonna do, Sir Yacht. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start taking long walks. We got to have you back on the show. I don't want to keep you more time, but I appreciate you being on the show. We're going to have you back, all right?
Will you come back?
Please. Oh, 100%. Yeah, and my audio will be good next time for sure.
So okay, thanks so much for joining us. We go to commercial break?
No, we don't. Not right. Are we going to take a commercial break, Ryan? All right, let's take
a real quick one.
Yes.
We'll be right back. All right, you got something special for me, you said?
Yes.
Something special?
You wanted somebody to bring their uniform to have their glasses
on. You know I love a man in uniform. I like a little role play.
Look at you.
Oh, sorry.
Role play?
The time you put your jersey on.
What?
Never mind.
What in the world?
What you got for me, babe?
Man, we got the Brown Spider himself back in action on the show. He done came back because you wanted his glasses
you
on.
got to see, and that's what I'm
Look
talking
at
about.
him.
Look at
Yes.
him right there. I love it.
Now that's who we know.
Yes.
Sir Yacht,
That's
who we
the
was
Brown
talking
Spider,
to,
baby.
said he didn't even recognize you.
Without your costume
I'm
on.
sure a lot of Browns fans was like, who was that guy on the show?
Right.
They didn't know you're not usually
They like,
photographed
oh, we know
and
him.
filmed
Yeah.
without those glasses. So now, Browns fans, viewers, this is who we were talking.
Yes,
this
that's
is
the Brown
Charles.
Spider right there. Make sure y'all follow him on his social. He's a true diehard Browns fan. He travels all the games. He's in Africa right now. Where'd you get the idea to start dressing like that, though?
I always been a Spider-Man fan since I was a kid. I was working at the VA, and the year I started traveling, I work in like residential rehab, so the veterans are there for a long time. We were watching football one Sunday, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to Oakland next week." That's actually my first game I traveled to, and they always called me Spider-Man because I wore all these Spider-Man T-shirts. So they said, "Well, we're gonna look for you on TV." I said, "Well, I'll wear a Spider-Man mask, and maybe the camera will find me." And so 2018, I used to wear a Spider-Man mask to the games. And then 2019, I started with the goggles.
I love it. I love them goggles,
fans
man.
need to know that the Brown Spider is everywhere, Maria.
Yeah.
I told you we was in Breezewood.
Yeah.
We went to D.C. for Thanksgiving. That's where I'm originally from.
Yeah.
And I saw your footage when you went to the Ravens game, and then you stopped at that gateway. We had to We had to stop at the gateway to clean out our truck.
Yeah, we were right there.
Yeah, we was right there. So, man, I wanted everybody to see how you look with who he was really talking to.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming to the show. I'm telling you, that's an experience. Browns fans, we got the best friends in the land.
We're going to let you go because we're going to get ready to
And
get out of here.
we know you busy. Thanks
bit.
so much for showing me your costume.
I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. Now, look, John.
Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you. So, Josh, I wanted to ask you real quick before we go, because you know we always run out of time on this show. This show has been so crazy. We done had guests coming and going, popping in, popping out,
From
audio
Africa.
issues,
Yeah.
but we made it work. Right, live from Africa. Now, on the Stephen A. Smith show, Tom Brady says he thinks there's a lot of mediocrity in the NFL today, and he doesn't see the excellence that he saw in the past. The coaching isn't as good as it was. Not a lot of development of the young players. It isn't as good, and the rules have a lot of bad habits to affect the competitiveness of the game. Now, Alex Smith says Brady played in the most uncompetitive division in the NFL history, the AFC East. Any truth to that?
I think there's a lot of truth to that. And, Sir Yacht, we were just talking about that, how the Browns are in the toughest division
AFC
in football.
North, right.
And then you have other divisions who can make the playoffs at 8-8 because they beat everybody in their division, but they
Right.
lost all their non-division games.
Right.
Or they can make it at 9-7. But you have these teams. Brady with the Patriots, he dominated his division
Right.
for years. There was no one close. So,
But is it like you dominated your division because it wasn't that great of a division? Would you have dominated if you were in the AFC North?
it's a scale. We're gonna have more debates on that.
Yeah.
But Maria's getting time to end the show, baby.
Already?
Yeah, man, we don't
I
have
want to
that
follow
much
up. Randy
time.
Moss said that the rules changed because of him.
The rules change.
They said the QB, all them rules started changing at the QB level, and it was because of him. They were trying to protect Brady.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
They
So he was
protecting
like-
quarterbacks like Brady and Brady himself.
Yeah, so why you talking about it's not as competitive as it was? All these
that's
rule
not-
changes now.
That doesn't make two things not being true at the same time.
Yeah.
Two things can be true at the same time. They changed it for him, and it's not a lot of great coaching right now.
Right.
And that's what I see. They changed the rules on me. They changed the rules on return.
Like I got to catch it back here. I can't do what I used to do
I
now.
had to stand at the side.
Right.
The back of the end zone to catch the ball.
Right.
Me and Hester. So it went like that, man.
Shout out to you showing Devin Hester some love. I just
I
seen
have
something.
to.
You was on TMZ, Josh. You on TMZ.com. Then you also was talking about Devin Hester, and you also should be in the Hall of
Absolutely.
Fame.
Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Showing him some
absolutely.
love.
Yes, what he did on the field as a punt returner, bar none, the greatest. What Cribbs did, what I did.
Say that, baby.
As a kick returner and as a special teamer, I don't think nobody.
They better
touching me
let
out
them
there,
special
man.
teamers up into the Football Hall of Fame. Now, look.
I'm just being real.
We love y'all so much for watching. Make sure you follow us across all our social media platforms, and we'll see you next time on The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. Have a wonderful day, y'all.